The famous very laissez-faire. Hello and welcome everyone to another session on working on clouds, where we look at your work life and we're trying to make it just as you walking on clouds, all nice and soft and smooth. And today we're talking about, yes, we're talking, which is good, and we are talking about the famous, okay. Burnout. So we have the burnout where you're working so much and you feel like a candle, like a candle, and it's burning from both sides. Or on the other side, you have the Boreout where you, so bored. Oh gosh, you should not yawn in the middle of a video, I can tell you, because it actually changes your breathing and it makes you very tired. Hold on, I'm back. Okay, so we have the burnout, okay, we're burning out, and then we have the Boreout where we're too bored, so we're not stimulated enough in our work. So let's look at both of these angles and see what's within your power to change. Okay, so first things first, think about what's your favorite cake? Everybody has a favorite cake? My favorite cake, is it a cheesecake? Actually, I'm more for like a, how do you call this? Like a sandy cake? Do you call this sandy cake? I think that's not the right translation. In German, it's called Sandkuchen. Anyways, it's like a white vanilla cake. Okay, let's go with a white vanilla cake. So you have this yummy cake, and think about it as if you would cut it. You probably get, if it's a nice round cake, maybe 8 pieces. So 8 pieces, they're standing for all your life areas. So work can be one, yeah, pie, cake piece. Another one could be maybe your friends. Another one could be, ooh, there's a fly in the room, but we don't care. We're just gonna keep pretending we want to continue. So we have another one, which is maybe your family and so on. So the most important thing is that your cake is balanced. So what you don't want is like this huge part of all your work and then these tiny little things for your friends and your hobby and so on. So try to find balance, both in terms of quantity and quality. Because let's say you experience a lot of stress in the work piece of cake, then you still have all these other nice, yummy, juicy pieces like your friends, where you can take a piece. That sounds really weird. It sounds like you're eating your friends. But you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, find a bit of balance. So that would be my first tip. Okay, now let's assume you're already doing that, but still this cake piece of your work life is still stressful for you, or it's still very boring for you. So what we can do is, I call this triple power. I love my triple power. My triple power is, number 1, create a happiness list. So what are the things that make you happy? Try not to depend it so much on other people. So for example, I want my boyfriend to take me out to a fancy restaurant. Well, that involves, first of all, your boyfriend, if you have one or not, and maybe he's not nice, we don't know. And it involves money and so on. So try to find things that are very easy to do, like drinking a cup of your favorite tea, going for a short walk, maybe getting up in the morning and doing a nice little workout exercise. So all the things that make you happy. So this is your happiness list. And let's say you find 15 or 20 items to put on your happiness list, then you can try every day to do 1 or 2, and you have already a booster. Okay, so this is my first power. My second power is, it's called reducing all the negative stresses in your life. I don't know what it is for you. Maybe it is that you were too rushed in the morning, so maybe you can add in another 10 minutes by going to bed earlier. Maybe it is people. So I don't know about you, but sometimes people do stress me if they're very negative. So try to surround yourself less with things that stress you, okay? So we increase the happiness, we reduce the stresses, and then the third of the triple power is, I have to think, why am I forgetting things today? This is really strange. But there was another one. Oh yes, it is. Aha. It is planning for the future. Planning for the future. So it's so nice. So I have a friend and we often talk and we're like, now I have nothing to look forward to. So we go like, okay, what's one thing we can get really excited about? So maybe it's a holiday or a weekend away, or it can be also smaller. It can be making an appointment with your hairdresser. Find some nice future planning things that you can do. So this is a triple power. Now, then there's another one. There's this saying, I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's something like this. Change the things you can change, accept the things you can't change, and differentiate between those two. Okay, let's go again. So change the things you can change. Okay, I think that makes sense. So if it's about your work life and you feel you're close to a burnout or bore-out, so what are the things you can change? Can you, for example, ask your manager if you can work from home more often, or can you change some tasks, or can you maybe even just change the commute to your work? Because sometimes that makes a difference. So instead of taking public transport, maybe you can walk. I don't know. So think about things that you can change. So you have the power over it. Then number 2, accept the things you can't change. I personally find this very, very difficult, but I think we have to practice it all a bit more. So what can we accept? Because we know we can't change it. We can just say, okay, it is like this for the moment. That helps me actually. If I say, okay, for the moment, I can't change it. So I wait and I put it in a little box, and then maybe one day it moves to the things that you can change. And then differentiate between the two. Yes, this one is very difficult, isn't it? Because I think often we fall in the trap of thinking we can change other people, right? Wouldn't it be nice if you can change your mom, your dad, your friend, everything that they do? No, we can't. You can only change yourself. So that's very, very important. So to be able to differentiate between what is within your control and what is not. Okay, that was my triple power. And I think actually the triple power was before. Sorry, now I'm jumping. So we have the triple power. We have the change, accept, and differentiate. See, there were also 3 things. That's why I'm getting them confused. And then I think this is all very much linked to our values. So what are your values? What drives you? What gets you out of them in the morning, out of bed? So I can share with you some of my values. So I'm very big on freedom, what we call freedom and flexibility. So let's say I would put myself into a working environment where it's very rigid and it's a lot of micromanaging. That would be very difficult for me. So you would have a clash in values. So maybe check out another video of mine, maybe we put a link, where we talk a bit more about values. But that's always one of the first things I would double check. If you feel burnout or bore out, see if there's a value clash and see what it is that's important to you and that you can maybe take care of and watch out for in the future. So you put yourself in the right environment that matches with what you need. Now, a last thing that's very, very important. There is absolutely no shame in getting professional help if this is what you need. Because let's say I hurt my knee, which I actually really did. I did hurt my knee. Yes, it's not nice. So what do? I go to the doctor. So I've just gotten like 3 injections in my knee. Not nice. But anyways, I go to the doctor, right? So, and that's the same with your mental well-being, sorry. So what we have to, I think, come to accept, and we are on the right pathway, I think, as a community, that mental well-being is as important as your physical well-being. So go and reach out to professional help if you feel you've been in this burnout or bore out for quite a while, and see if you can get some help. All right, this is it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.